A wise man once said, "Any amount of cheese is too much cheese." But I argue that maybe it's not. Today, we're going to cut the cheese literally. And, based on our age and bodily condition, we'll be cutting the cheese figuratively later on tonight. But for now, we're going to enjoy eating cheddar with our... How's that?
That was good. That was good.
Welcome, everyone, to Questionable Taste. I'm Brandon. I've got Mark here with me, special guest this week. And we are going to be comparing Great Value Extra Sharp Cheddar Cheese to Tillamook Extra Sharp Cheddar Cheese. So a little background on cheddar cheese in case you have never had it before. Cheddar cheese originates from the village of Cheddar in England. It's named after a village, where apparently there were caves nearby the village that provided the ideal temperature and humidity to age the cheese that they made in the village. Now, cheddar for a long time was geographically locked to that region, right? Kind of like the whole Champagne thing. If you're not drinking champagne from the Champagne region of France, it's just sparkling wine, right?
Okay.
Same thing with this. And then there are cheeses like that too. Like,
Yeah.
They do that with brie. They do that with Edam. You know, cheddar cheese could only be from this area. But since then, I guess it went into the public domain, I guess. And now cheddar, you can make cheddar anywhere and call it cheddar and you're fine. And snobby people won't get on your back about it. We Americans took it over in a huge way. Not only is it now considered to be the world's most popular cheese,
Most popular
cheese in the world. The U.S. in 2014, the U.S. produced 1.3 million long tons. I don't know how much a long ton is, but that's about 3 billion pounds.
Holy crap.
Of cheddar cheese. The U.K., where the land of its origin, produced 258,000 long tons. So,
Okay.
A little background on Tillamook. So Tillamook is a creamery based out of Oregon.
Yes.
Okay. They've been around for over 100 years. They were established in Oregon as a co-op of small creameries in the Tillamook Valley. For the first couple of decades of their existence, they focused mainly on just cheddar cheese. Like, that's all they did. Right? Then they started to branch out. They started making ice cream in the 1940s. My personal favorite grocery store ice cream is Tillamook White Chocolate Raspberry Yum.
Yes.
That's my
yeah. That's all. Okay. That's also our favorite.
Oh my.
At home.
Okay, look at that. Tillamook, fairly easy to find west of the Mississippi. As you go farther out east, it's not as common. They don't have it out there because due to the company's dedication to freshness in their product, right?
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, easy to find here. The farther you go out east, a little more difficult to find. But you can order their cheese online and they'll ship it anywhere for you. Anyway, they make today, besides ice cream and cheese, a bunch of different stuff. You can get yogurt, cream cheese, sour cream, butter, all that good stuff. I don't think I've ever had Tillamook cheese.
You've never had Tillamook cheese?
Well, okay, so here's the thing. I'm poor, right? So, like, when I buy cheese, I buy cheap cheese. Because cheese, to me, is cheese. I'm not a fancy lad like you. Cheese is cheese, right? But maybe today will prove me wrong. You picked that we do Tillamook cheese today versus Great Value cheese. Why don't you explain your history with cheese, which I'm sure is very long and interesting. And then, you know, get the... Why cheddar cheese? Why extra sharp cheddar cheese?
I love extra sharp cheddar cheese. My love affair with it began when I was but a wee lad and we owned a restaurant. It was a mix of Italian, Chilean, my parents are both from South America and Chile, and American Grill. And so we always had cheddar on hand. It was always sharp or extra sharp, none of this mild crap.
Yeah.
It was delicious. And so, when dear old mother would make us hamburgers or whatnot, she would put some cheese on there and she wouldn't skimp.
Right.
So, yeah, I mean, since then, you know, loved it, have always loved it, have continued to love it. extra sharp cheddar cheese.
So I'm not a cheese snob. I'm not. But I do like my cheddar to be on the sharp end.
Yes.
You know.
As you should.
Mild cheddar cheese, it's just a waste of time. You know, you eat it, you're like, what are we even doing here? You need that bite.
There's no personality.
All right, let's talk price, okay? So I got the Great Value extra sharp cheddar cheese in an 8-ounce block for $2. So, doing the math, this is nice clean math. I don't need to do any rounding for this, which is nice. 25 cents per ounce.
Okay.
Okay? A quarter
That's easy.
for an ounce of cheese. Now, the Tillamook ice cream was $3.98 for 8 ounces, which brings it to 49 to 50 cents an ounce. So we're talking double the price here.
Yeah.
For the Tillamook. Does that come through in the taste? We're gonna find out. So right here we have a plate of cheese. It's our charcuterie board. How do you pronounce it?
Charcuterie board.
Charcuterie board. It's just food. And we have our 2 cheeses right here, okay? So what we're going to do is we are going to taste each, discuss which one we like more, and then we're going to guess which one is the Tillamook cheese and which one is the Great Value cheese. And if it turns out that we like the Great Value more, then it will enter the Hall of Champions, which is the glorified pantry of store brand items that taste better than their name brand counterparts. Okay, so let's start. You want to start with cheese number 1?
Start with 1.
Okay, cheese number 1. Here, you don't want my dirty mitts on the cheese you're about to put in your mouth. Okay, so looking at this, compared to 2, right? This is a much smoother cut. I don't know if this was the workings of my lovely assistant in cutting this cheese. It's a deeper orange color.
Much deeper.
Much deeper. Here's number 2 right here. I don't know if the camera's going to pick this up very well, but there's a deeper orange cheese. Did you know cheddar cheese, if you make it just in a vacuum, it's off-white.
Yes.
They color it with annatto.
Yes.
And that's why it gets its orange color. A little something for the people out there. A little piece dropped off and I put it in my mouth. I'm cheating. But, I mean, I'm not going to let cheese fall on the ground. So, like I said, the orange color's a little deeper on 1. One looks more, I don't know what the right word is, put together. Like, from where the knife cut cheese to, it flaked a little bit. It looks drier.
Yeah.
I guess is what I'm looking for. 2 looks a little drier. Anyway, let's see how 1 bites. Smooth.
It's smooth.
Full-bodied. And that's sharp cheese. I like that. I like 1. I like 1 a lot.
That's a good one to put on a sandwich. Crackers by itself. Delicious.
Oh, yeah. Eat that with some pretzels. Okay, let's try 2.
It's stronger.
It is stronger. It's not as creamy of a bite. I'd say it's saltier.
I like that.
You get a lot more salt at it, too.
I actually like that a lot more.
Yeah? Would you say it's sharper, or is it just saltier?
No, it is sharper.
2's really salty. That's really salty.
See, but I don't mind that. I'm a salt fiend.
I know, but holy cow. It's really salty.
That's good, though. That's really good. But I do like the creaminess of number 1. I like that it melts in your mouth.
Look, I'm just gonna come out and say it. I like 1 a lot more. And I think, because I'm having a difficult time determining which one's sharper, just because I'm being assaulted. There's a pun there. Being assaulted in 2. Like, it's like I bite it and it's just like, that's all I get.
I think it's the perfect amount of salt.
Okay. Very well. To each their own. I prefer 1. I think it's texture-wise, light years better than 2.
Okay.
Just texture-wise. And I'm not getting murdered by salt when I eat it. And it's sharp. It's sharp enough.
I like 2 because it is a little more in your face. It's not going to get lost if you put it on a sandwich. You definitely know it's going to be there.
You're right.
Which is what I like about cheddar. And like I said, I like the salt.
So you prefer 2.
I prefer 2.
I prefer 1.
Yeah.
Which is which?
I want to say number 2 is Tillamook.
What if Tillamook ends up being great value? What will that do to you emotionally?
I'll be a little sad because I like me some Tillamook cheese.
Okay, so you're saying 2 is Tillamook.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay, I'm going to also go the opposite here. I'm going to say, because it just feels like a better manufactured piece of cheese, 1 is Tillamook, 2 is great value.
Okay.
All right?
Okay.
Oh, this is fun. This is fun. Just completely disagreed. So, my lovely assistant, prior to this video, wrote down the results, which is which, here. And, yeah, let's open it up and find out which is which. Cheese 1 is the great value cheese. Cheese 2 is the Tillamook. Mark, you got it right. I was completely wrong. I could not be any more wrong. How do you feel?
That makes me happy.
You feel justified?
I feel justified
vindicated?
because I think it is a sharper cheddar cheese, and they're both extra sharp, right?
Yep, they're both extra sharp.
And so this one is more in your face. It is what I'm expecting when I eat a cheddar cheese, an extra sharp cheddar cheese. You can tell it's aged because it's a little a little harder of a cheese.
Okay, that's what happens.
And so this is what I'm expecting when I eat a cheddar.
Okay, great insight. Okay.
Yes.
Well, Mark killed it.
I feel good about that.
Killed it. Apparently, I prefer great value cheese over Tillamook. The last part of the show are plugs. Mark, what's something that you've experienced, tasted, watched, listened to recently that you would like to recommend to the people? Could be anything. Anything.
Okay, let's say. Something I've watched recently, Hunt for the Wilder People, directed by
the New Zealand guy.
Taika
Waititi. That's his name, that's right.
And we were just wanting a fun movie, and it delivered.
Okay, so a piece of media that I've consumed recently that I recommend. So there was a TV show from the early 90s called Northern Exposure that just was released on Amazon Prime. It's kind of a quirky comedy show.
Okay.
And I first started watching it when I was a young kid, and I'd come home from school, and that's what they were showing on the television channel A&E in the afternoons, and that's when I started watching it. I was just like, this is weird. It's funny, but not like super funny, but it's interesting. But anyway, if you have Amazon Prime, try giving Northern Exposure a watch. That's it. We've done it. We've cracked the cheese code. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for watching, especially if you've stuck with us through this whole time and saw the result. Thanks to Mark for bringing the cheese with him. It's not a euphemism. And this has been Questionable Taste. Thanks for watching.